Hello everybody, this is Fearmy Games with the next part of my Guild Wars 1 playthrough. Been having some nice fun. I just watched a couple episodes of anime. It's fun to watch the newest episode of I'm a Spider. So what? I didn't realize that it was continuing this quickly. I was quite happy to realize it's a very fun show. I look forward to see what's going. I also watched the second episode of Shaman King, which is interesting because a few years ago I read up to volume 13 of the manga. I don't have any more than that. I want to get more than that, but manga is also kind of expensive, so I'm more waiting until I can get like a big collection or something for discount before like that's what I was waiting for when I get it. And then I kind of never looked again, kind of a situation. Blinded. But so far, the anime is looking pretty promising. I looked at the first episode of the original anime, and I'm like, this thing looks hideous. And didn't seem all that very good, so I decided not to watch it. But then I heard this reboot coming out, and I'm like, well, this is a good thing. A friend of mine is actually a really big fan of Shaman King. So it's quite funny to see it there. I don't remember much about the anime, about the manga. So the anime is kind of all new, and I don't want to reread the manga because I want to just enjoy the experience of the anime as it comes out. Some shows, for example, like I'm like when I catch up to a certain point of the anime, or like I finish the season, I'm like, this is probably not gonna be another thing. I'm like, I must have all of the remaining books. So, which for one example is you can't see it over, but over here on this like stack of books I have here, I have the first 6 books of the. I bought the 6 books that are out of bottom tier character Tomozaki Kun. Because I watched the anime and I'm like, really want to read the book. I want to see more. And so I decided, so I picked up the first 6 books. I haven't had time to read recently. Well, that's technically it. I have had time where I could potentially read, but I have instead used that time for either exercising or recording these videos. So I haven't completely dedicated the time. Or marathoning anime. It probably is healthy if I do take some time to just read a book somewhere. Instead of just spending all my free time either with the screens or outside. I guess the outside bit's pretty healthy, but is it as fun, though? There, clumsiness killed that one. Oh, there we go. Clumsiness did. I was wondering if that guy had taken too long, so my clumsiness might not have procced in time. But thankfully, it looks like it's okay. I'm gonna pick up this gold while I'm at it. Yeah, this guy's killing himself through empathy. Victory is mine. Yeah, I'll be recording a decent amount of videos today. This is the first one of the day because I always look forward to recording this one, which is why I like to do it first. I want to get here, but part of me is wondering if this is the fastest way. I might as well check the rest of the area here. What we're doing is we're continuing with the Frontier Fugitive side quest. Here we found the Footman Tate and already led him back to the Frontier Gate. We've also, so now we need to find Footman Quinn. And after this, we have Scavengers in Old Ascalon, which shouldn't take too long just based on its location and the description. I could be wrong, though. I'm just going to trap that lightning orb on him. And I'll finish that. He should be dead after that. I think most of the other missions, however, we'll have to wait until after we do the next mission due to their location. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to do the I may regret not. I didn't realize I had this mission, so I may regret not talking to the NPC there because we might have to come right back out after I finish with this. Oh well. We're already along. We might as well keep going on our way. Yeah, we have 2 missions in Regent Valley, so I'm debating on whether or not when I want to do those. I think I'll do the mission before I do those 2, and then I'll check in some of the outposts, see if there's any new side quests that lead me in that direction. If I'm being honest, we're almost caught up to where my previous Mesmer was in terms of Kalicious run, because after a certain point when people are trying to get into Guild Wars 1 and were playing it with me, this is one of the characters I had that was available to start running with them of the same level. So I started so I see to just playing through the story with them like that till he stopped. So he kind of like lost his original place, and I lost motivation too. So it's like this restart is like going strong at that. I think keeping that in mind. How many hours have I played this character? I have now played this for 9 hours over the past 59 days. 9 hours, 2 minutes if we want to be exact. Dang blindness. And that is out of 1,673 hours and 24 minutes over the past 159 months. I did not play as much Guild Wars 1 as I have Guild Wars 2, even though I enjoy even though I really have like nice memories of Guild Wars 1. Most reason is like by the time I had a real an actual computer that could play games, like that was actually mine and I wasn't borrowing it from like my stepdad or my dad. Guild Wars 2 was out and I played with friends on that front. So it's like, so that's how I guild, and then like when I became, though, even at that point, I didn't play too much Guild Wars 2, up until I became guild leader, like the month after Path of Fire came out, which I think is at this point, 2.5 years ago now, a little bit more than that. Well, actually, I think, Path of Fire I think was 2017, right now it's 2021, actually it's 3.5 years now, damn. And so I put a lot of time into like getting myself to play Guild Wars 2, so that way I can be active, recruiting, be a good guild leader. I haven't been as active as I used to be for mostly because like I'm so burned out in Guild Wars 2 right now, and I don't have the same motivation I did to keep things going. It's the kind of thing where if you're a guild leader, like especially in Guild Wars 2, you're basically fighting a losing battle. In terms of, because like there's so many people who, like play the game, they get really, really into it, then they just leave because they get bored of it, or they don't actually get into it. And sometimes they leave because they just aren't, fit for your community, which happens as well. So it's like, and with my interest in Guild Wars 2 basically obliterated. I only time I log in these days is guild missions, and raids. I also try logging every day just to check to see how everything's doing. That's about it. I have started playing some PvP again, and I had some fun on the few matches that I've done. But mostly because I've won them. Or it's been such a situation where it's like, even though I'm a bit of out of practice in Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2 in terms of playing PvP, most people are still so bad that it's super easy to win. It's not super easy to win the matches, but super easy to like beat people in 1v1s and stuff like that. But like the matches themselves are a little bit harder just because it's like, if the 4 other people on your team aren't very good, as the 5 people as the other's team, then no matter how well you do, you will lose because you can only be at so many places at once. There are some ways where it's like if you're really good about doing it, you can like try to like manipulate the match as much as possible. Usually like ones that can like really The most versatile builds are usually the best ones, which is one reason why I like Hollow Smith for a long time. Was like, even if it was like never used in like tournaments in Guild Wars 2, it was super common to find in ranked PvP matches because it's super versatile. It was a pretty good 1v1er. Like some periods like it was really good and sometimes not as good depending on like the balance patch. But it was super versatile in the fact that it was pretty good in 1v1s. It can run away from 1v2s. Not great in 1v2s, but it can survive for a little bit of time, which is all you really needed to do. And also it did a lot of damage, so it can also rotate into a 1v1 fight and plus somebody. Basically, plus it means like basically there's 1v1, now you make a 2v1 and kill the target pretty quickly if you do it right. That was like such a strong carry in ranked games because of that. And it's like Soul Beast was one of those before like all the nerfs and stuff like that. But now it's a little bit hard to do. It looks like this guy's just an enemy. He's not gonna be able to like take in peacefully. Alright, well, there's that one's been dealt with. Let's go back to Serenity Temple. But basically, we found Footman Quit, I believe, based on the way that the kind of talked about the events in where is this? About the way that sorry, I was gonna say is that I think the other guy could have been an enemy too if I said the wrong thing, but because I said the right thing, he just peacefully followed us instead of having to have me kill him. But yeah, so let's talk about the side quest, less about Guild Wars 2 stuff. Alright, the troublesome artifact. So this is the Eldritch Sextant that has caused so much concern. Fascinating. It will take some time for me to study this device, but I assure you that I will send word to Titus as soon as I have discerned the artifact's secrets. So basically, she's sending us back to Ascalon City with that one. Apparently, she has a side quest for us. Priestess Rashena, Dwayna's blessing upon you, Fearmy Games. I have a task that needs doing, and due to recent events that I find that we are short of worthy monks to accomplish this task. I'm not a monk, but I am a mesmer monk, technically. Reports of a Char warband have filtered in from the eastern frontier. Devona is heading out to meet them and requested some healing support from the temple, but alas, there's nobody here who can undertake this task. Even now, she waits just outside the temple for our assistance. Will you meet with Devona and help her combat the Char? I will help this Devona, who we've met before and helped in the past. So this was formerly a statue of Dwayna. And when the world rang with the clanging of swords and did fire fall from the skies, Dwayna, goddess of life and air, heard the wailings and pleas of the weak. And when the rumblings of war did not cease, came her charge Doric, who did prostrate himself at her feet. And cast she now a glance upon the war-torn lands and wasted flesh of the fallen, and with tears upon her cheek did lay her gentle hands upon the prostrate man. Then saith she unto him and all her charges, lay down thy weapons, and as I have done unto ye, so ye must do for your brethren. Offer protection to the weak, give solace and shelter to those who need it, be ye a salve to the wounded. For I am your goddess, and I will give blessings to all who follow these teachings. Scriptures of Dwayna, 115 BE before Exodus. I believe the Exodus, I could be wrong, it's been a while since I've read about the lore, is I believe that the humans were brought here by the gods, which is during the Exodus. I could be wrong though, like from like another world or something. I might be confusing my lore with something else because I know there's another lore. There's another book series that I read, which has a similar kind of thing. So I could be confusing those two. And it was that a tribe of godless humans wandered the land, where camped did they lay waste, senselessly destroying everything nearby. And so the tribe set out to find another camp, and when suddenly sprouted a wall of thorny branches which blocked their exit. Then saith Ewan, leader of the tribe, know ye our ways. Whosoever does magic in this tribe shall be put to death. Yet none comes forward. Then from the earth grows forth a large tree, and unfurling its branches, reveals the upper torso of a woman. Saith she, I am Melandru, the mother of earth and nature. Henceforth I bind ye to these lands. When they suffer, so shall ye suffer. And so she saith, so was it done. From their limbs sprouted branches, and the blood in their veins was the sap of trees. Then was Ewan and his tribe converted, and became thy stewards of nature. Scriptures of Melandru, 48 BE, before Exodus. Alright, let's sell some of our junk and head on out to complete this quest in for the replacement healers. We have a healer henchman. Hopefully that's good enough, because I am not going to bring any healing spells. Oh, there's apparently a short bow sitting in my inventory too. There. Much better. Okay. Into the Pockmark Flats we go. Devona. There's Devona. Hey, there's also a collector. Glad to see you, Fear My Games. I take it Rashena sent you to help me. It's good to have someone trustworthy at your back. Those Tar don't stand a chance. You lead the way to the eastern frontier, I'll handle the rest. So basically we're walking. Just kidding. So looks like it's an escort quest essentially. So, let's see. I don't see any charge, just lots of hulking stone elementals. There is a lot of them. Hopefully they stay grouped. Oh, dang it. Hopefully they stay nice and grouped together so I can cast my nice spells at them and show them the error of their ways. There, he's dead. That was a nice firestorm right there. I'm at clumsiness these guys, because that should do some nice AoE damage on these guys, and there we go. Nice and easy. That might have been a big group, but we're strong. Well, Devona is kind of going to be hard to heal for the henchman because she is not part of the allies menu, so we will have to be kind of careful. I assume if she dies, we have to restart the quest. Now, I always focus down the Whiptail Devourers because they're the annoying ones, because they have lightning reflexes, which means that they will block. And they will block forever. Because lightning reflexes is a really good skill. It doesn't last like crazy long, but it lasts a good, like, I think the base is like 8 seconds, and then can last up to take 15 seconds, assuming it's just like you're just taking the attribute values and not talking about the actually, I could have read it right there, but I wasn't fast enough. Because there is some things that do increase the duration of stances, but that's a bit separate. Here, let's see if I can see it pop up there. Lightning reflexes. Oh, it's only 5 to 10 seconds. Never mind. But there's ways to extend that further. For example, like if I have the North skills, where it's like if you use it, any stances like you cast while you have this activated, last a certain amount of time longer. For the dwarf one that I use on my ranger, it's the dwarf one, and basically the amount of like how long it's extended is entirely dependent on brain needs to work. I hate blind. It's so annoying. On how far along in the dwarven title you are. So it's like if you're level 1 of the title, it's only this long, but level 2 is that long, 3 that long, so on and so forth. I think my current build I don't use lightning reflexes. I just use drunken dwarven stance. Well, it doesn't provide the nice block chance that that the lightning reflexes uses. It gives me nice attack speed and movement speed bonuses. The last report I got from the charge said they were over this way. Follow me. Well, thankfully it's not that far of a walk. I was a little worried about that. And also, I guess we didn't have to worry about this quest. Because I was worried, we're going to take extra time doing it, but I think it was probably easier this way because she's in the exact opposite direction of where the other quest was. So at least I could say I didn't waste too much time. There we go. I was worried for a moment that I wouldn't be fast enough to say screw you, buckaroo. Hey, there's a whip-tail devourer, so we might as well get ready to kill it. There we go. Dead. Hiccups. Too real. Itchy. I didn't get too much sleep last night, so do apologize if I appear tired. I think I've been pretty good about not being too tired. But I didn't get as much sleep as usually last night. Like I woke up with my stomach bothering me in the morning, 1:30, and it then took me like 1 o'clock. It took me almost 2 hours, I estimate, until I fell asleep. That's a pretty sizable group. Let's see, that shaman is their healer, I imagine. So I'm gonna cast some spells on him. Ah, I was too slow. I'm gonna cast backfire on this guy and I'll kill him. There we go. Then I will just save our healer. Dead. Perfect. See? So I think what I definitely need to do is I forgot my own rule before. Always cast backfire immediately upon the elementalist. That way they don't keep spamming flare and kill people, because they do a lot of DPS with that, more than the other char do. Priestess Rashena. I am pleased to hear of your success, Fearmy Games. We have had very little good news of late. Ascalonians like you and Devona are a shining light in the darkness that threatens to engulf us all. I won't be using either of these spells, but there are pretty strong ones, especially, this one's not too bad if you're, being more of a melee character. But, Infuse Light is actually one thing I use on one of my brain stopped working there for a moment. That I use on my heal elementalist hero, not henchman. They use a bunch of these. Infuse Light is their only heal skill, and then they have a bunch of protection spells. Alright, finally we can put this battle to rest. It is a shame that Quinn chose to throw his life away, but there is still hope for Tate. 1000 EXP. Nice, nice. I'm gonna go to, where is it? I'm gonna go to Scavengers at Old Ascalon before I head back to Ascalon City. Because I believe that, I believe that this will take me back out to Ascalon anyways. So I might as well, do this one and, go to, only have to make one stop at Ascalon City instead of multiple. Oh, but yeah, eventually I was able to fall asleep after a couple 2 hours. I actually ended up I decided to eat a banana before I went to bed because sometimes my stomach was bothering me because I'm hungry. I don't think that was really the case before, but I think I was too slow. My interrupt spell. Yeah, there's this powerful yield, but it actually did end up helping, surprisingly. Not quite as much as I was hoping, but it did help a little bit, and eventually I was able to fall asleep. And I still got a good, I fell asleep by 10:30, I fell asleep by 11, woke up at 1, fell asleep by 3, woke up at 7:30, so I did get a good 6.5 hours of sleep either way, just with a little interruption in the middle. Lovely day out here, isn't it? Is there anything I can help you with? Scavengers in Old Ascalon. I'm not sure what to tell you, except I don't know anything about anything that isn't legal. What are you doing here? I might ask you the same thing! These items are the property of the King's Army. So what is this big thing? What use can the King's Army have for this junk? I mean, really, even if I was some sort of scavenger, I don't think I'd bother with all this rubble. Got plenty of rocks and dirt at home, you know? I have orders to clear the area of scavengers. Best of luck with that. Perhaps I'll stay and help you as their reward. Leave me alone, I've done nothing wrong. Alright, let's try with the... I've heard you talking to yourself. No, that wasn't my voice you heard. Sounded like... I don't see you. Well, not anymore. Probably scatter when they smelled you coming. Sounded like you. Yeah, I get that all the time. Some people have faces that make you think, I've seen that fellow before. I've got a voice like that. There's no one else here. Alright, let's try this again. What are you... Okay, so this is kind of a... This is, this must be... Wait, what happens if I do that? Okay, let's see. Alright, let's try only if I make you so... Okay, there we go. I can see there's no future in this. I don't have a time to stand here talking all day. A fellow's got to make a living if he's going to survive in this world. There we go. Well, I guess we found the right way to saying it. Alright, well, let's keep an eye for any quests. I'm going to take the long way just to be on the safe side. Just keeping an eye on how long the episode's been. Just to make sure it don't go on for too long. Sometimes I can be surprised with how long it's going on for. See, anything in my inventory to get rid of? This is, ooh, I probably should use, this is probably better than what I got right now. Yeah, let's go for this one. That's better than what I got right now. In terms of offhand stuff. And then we can sell this for some money. This longbow I think I'm going to keep. The reason why is that I can use it to pull enemies. So what I can do is I can create a separate weapon set. I can go to F2, and then I can equip this here. And I think if I move these here, it'll allow me to... They'll immediately be put back where they were before. Except you, apparently. Let's just put that there, then. That way it doesn't get put down. Yeah, so I can use this longbow to pull ants in case they're super grouped together. I keep forgetting to like not sell the longbows I get. Scavengers in Old Ascalon. So you had a run with the scavenger Thadiel, did you? From what I've heard of him, I do not doubt he will attempt to return, but my men will be instructed to keep a special watch for him. Good work clearing the ruins. I accept your reward, even though I will never use this battle axe you give me. I'm glad to see you finally managed... I mean, admittedly, it has been like a few weeks in real lifetime since I've done it. Since I accepted the quest. You finally went to live with Sextant. I had some doubts about your understanding of the seriousness of the matter, but it seems they were ungrounded. I'm certain that Priestess Rashen will discern the true nature of these devices. King Adelburn has too much respect for the old laws to harm Ambassador Zane without cause, but should the artifacts prove less than innocuous, we will surely make the crying to regret this attempted treachery. 100 golds plus something I can sell. They throw a lot of like low-level weapons at you, but you're low level, so it makes sense. But these aren't all too bad. Like for example, this one's is gonna be pretty nice up until like a certain until you get a little bit further along in the storyline. Because bonus damage versus char, bonus 25 health. That is what I call nice to have if you're like starting out. As for this one, this is a pretty nice divine symbol. Is there a merchant? There it is. I was wondering where this merchant was, and I'll just sell this stuff here. Because I'm not gonna, it's not like I'm gonna make use of it. I could customize the dual chakram, I think. Let me see if I can. I know I already did with my main hand, but I might put it with my offhand. Probably not, because, but we'll see. Yeah, I can't do that. So nah, don't bother then. I wonder if Captain Arn I do have the reward I have to give him, but I also wonder if he has another side quest potentially. Or if not, then, well, we can do other stuff. Excellent work extinguishing the Char's fires. Without their altars, they lose much of their power. The armory won't venture north of the wall, so it falls to the vanguard. And volunteers such as yourself. Your assistance won't be forgotten. Thank you. Ooh, that's a nice staff, actually. Right here. Plus 300 health. This is stack, I wonder? So if I take this off, it puts me at 30. And if I swap this one, it puts me at 43, which is... So it's... So this is plus... Oh, that's it. So it's 7... 10, yeah, this is 13 energy. That's super nice. The damage is a little bit lower technically, but it's pretty nice in that respect. A part of me wants to make use of this weapon. I'm conflicted, you could say. Maybe I'll make it my third weapon set. Let's do weapon sets 3. And we can make this F3, put that there, and then what we can also do is put the chakram there. This is also pretty deep. This is actually be a really good longsword for me if I had swordsman, if I was a warrior. Because I hex the foes and then I attack the foes, dealing another 15% bonus damage. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of want to, like, when I get the opportunity to do a secondary class, I kind of want to switch to warrior and kind of go and use the anniversary weapon that I can, with the anniversary coming at the end of the month. I kind of want to get the anniversary mesmer shield. For this character, and then you do a sword shield build just for the fun of it, even though it's not optimal. I think it'd be kind of fun. Alright, can I actually salvage that? I want to see if I can have the inscription. It's just the armor penetration. I would love to have the bonus damage against hexed foes. It's only 10 to 14, so I can get a better sword later on. But still. Alright, so we've done all the side quests in Ascalon. We have the Diesa Plateau ones that we're not going to do quite yet. This one, I think, yeah, Diesa Plateau. So we do have our missions that are in Regent Valley. Considering how much time we have left in the episode, I probably won't have time to do the Ruins of Surmia Mission, so I'm going to just do the Regent Valley side quest after all, and then we will do for the the Ruins of Surmia Mission next week, to continue along the story nicely. Let's see. I want to see which one's the closest one to where we're located. So, well, this one's right in front of us, apparently. This one's a little bit further along. Alright, well, might as well do this one that's literally right in front of us, apparently. There's a lot of renegades just sitting right there. So good old Captain Arn wants that gear, eh? Well, I'm all for that, but some bandits ran off with it. If you can find those good fellows and bring me back the stolen goods, I'll be more than happy to give you what you came for. Just be sure to bring them back to me directly. Not everything in there is what was paid for by your Captain Arn. Okay? So, basically, this is going a bit of a different direction than the mission that we're... Oh, there's a jar coming, too. I guess this part's kind of scripted, because I'm pretty sure this happened last time I left Regent Valley. Before Ranik, I mean. Not Regent Valley. When I entered Regent Valley. And everyone's dead. I'm going to cast empathy on that guy. Yeah, this is how you stay safely in the back as a caster character. You have a nice staff, you cast spells, and nobody thinks you're a good target. The only downside is that if you're with a group of henchmen or heroes, they will follow behind you. So you're basically a target anyway. So you might as well, be decent in melee combat. Alright, time to cast empathy on that renegade. That was quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. The backfire did a lot of damage. Plus, the initial opening salvos from our henchmen made it so he kind of regretted his life choices of attacking me. I think that's a good thing. Oh, weak in armor. Never mind, it's too slow. I'm so used to wielding this sword that I expect my character to start moving forward. I'm like, why aren't you moving? Oh, yeah. That's funny. Alright. Yeah, insta dead. Yeah, they're not attacking me right now, which means Stefan is technically doing his job right now. And to an extent, it does make it a little bit easier for me to change targets with the staff, because I'm not like my character's not running around doing a bunch of different stuff. Maybe, I guess I'll customize this staff and I'll keep it. Maybe what I'll do is I'll like swap between my staff and my sword. Might as well, right? Unlike Guild Wars 2, where you're restricted to 1 or 2, used to be 1 for Engineer and Elementalist, but not 2 for everybody, you can have up to 4 weapon sets. I would say it's pretty nice, though. One of the differences is that the other weapon sets that you're not using are in your inventory instead of just being like in a separate location. And you also have more inventory space in Guild Wars 2, so it's kind of funny. Alright. But you also have more junk, so I guess it kind of balances out. Alright, so let's take this stolen goods. I've stolen the stolen goods from someone else and stolen them for myself. Don't question this logic, I just bounted, okay? Excuse me. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to, like, interrupt character walking. So we'll just follow this path around here. That should hopefully take us to our destination without too much difficulty. Or maybe it's up here is where we want to go. Follow this path. We'll see how it pans out. Maybe might end up being we just go this way, out and around. Something like this, maybe? It's hard to navigate sometimes. We're almost to our destination. Back to Gelson, the Outfitter. The other option, of course, is just to go this way. Might even be faster. Well then, that seems to be everything funny, isn't it? Nothing like any military gear in here, but you're in luck. Turns out that it was just mislaid out back, so here you go. No harm done to anyone that didn't deserve it, eh? Who wants to bet that this guy actually had the items, but one of his other shipments was waylaid, so he's like, oh, they took your stuff, Vanguard. You have to kind of go out and get them, and I bet that's what he did. He's like, I'm gonna get these guys to do my dirty work for me. That's 100% what just happened. I guess he's just a good businessman in that respect. Got us to do his dirty work for free. And we get the items that we want to, so it's like, oh, well, that ends well, I guess. There's a lot of healers, so I'm a little bit concerned about our ability to actually kill. Oh, okay, good. Oh, I still beat him. I was a little bit worried that I was like, oh no, I didn't interrupt a heal area, but thankfully he died right afterwards, so he didn't get the opportunity to cast heal area if that's what he's going to do. I'm not gonna lie, having this bonus energy is really nice. And apparently, swapping weapon sets actually gives me the difference in energy. So it's like kind of not too bad to like suddenly jump in energy. That's something to consider. I never thought of that before. In all my time playing the Guild Wars of the one, sorry, not 2. Come back here, fool. You won't get away from me, you damn Grawl. You're running pretty damn fast, though, so I think you do get away. Oh, this guy has a new quest for me. How convenient that I took this path in the end. We did his initial first 2 quests, but I guess he has new ones that could pop up. I have one last thing to ask of you, although it is not a pleasant duty. Paulus had only one person who he was very close with, a woman named Melka Blanston. They were often seen together just outside of Ascalon City. If you could take her news of Paulus's death, I'd be grateful. She deserves to hear of it from the one who found him. Take his holy symbol to her as well, so that it might offer her some amount of comfort. This is the most unpleasant job that we monks have, and it has become a disturbingly frequent one. I say as my henchmen are being brutally murdered. Still, someone must perform this unpleasant task. I shall do so. Though my henchmen are now dead, so we kind of have to deal with this problem now. I was distracted reading this guy's little side quest that he had for me. No, I didn't have enough energy, but he's dead anyways. There we go. I was trying to bait him into casting heal area, and so that way I can interrupt him. But he ended up not casting it, so I didn't need to worry about it. Come on, cast that heal area. I know you want to. Gotcha, Sonny Jim. No, farmer boy, don't die, farmer. Monk, heal the damn guy standing right next to you. Damn it, Monk, you're useless. Poor Stefan. Poor not Stefan. Hamnet. Can I heal you even though you're in like an NPC? No, it won't allow me to heal you. Well, you did your best, farmer. I don't even know why they've aggroed to you, but they did. Don't worry, you'll be resurrected the next time I come here. There we go, around this way. So his thing should be pretty easy. His is right outside Ascalon City, so I can just map travel there and finish that up. So let's do Vanguard. No, not Vanguard equipment. It's the Red Cloak Deserter. Littlethorn, who we will meet later on too. It's kind of a spoiler, but not really. It's an old game. Oh, yeah, we did. I wasn't sure if I'd aggro these guys or not, so I didn't focus them down with any initial spells. No spell casting for you, Buckaroo. Interrupted. I don't have my interrupt spell up, so I can't stop him from casting his nefarious spells. I might as well just obliterate this guy, finish him off. Easy clap. Mr. Flash Gordon over there is going to feel the pain of my mesmer spells against his elementalist spells. Ah, your lightning orb takes too long to cast. Your fatal flaw. If you're slow on the uptake, you suffer the consequences. It's just natural. Alright, so we should hopefully just be able to go like up around here and be there. Maybe up across this bridge, depending on how the terrain looks. Sometimes where I think is the most direct route actually ends up being the slow route. That's kind of what can happen sometimes in Guild Wars 1. Not really the case in Guild Wars 2, because in Guild Wars 2, and unless there's like invisible walls, you can climb most mountains and stuff like that and be like, oh, I'm on the wrong side. Boop, 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 boop. Well, gotta blow that guy up before he starts causing any trouble. There we go. So it's this way. And just gotta interrupt his heal spell, and he's dead. There we go. I'm gonna click here. No, that won't do that. Is that a path down? No. So we have to go. Yep, I was right. That what I thought was the most direct route is not, in fact, the most direct route. I think I can go down that way, though. I just want to talk to this guy real quick. See what he has. The truncheon isn't too bad, but not the biggest fan of the reduced energy regeneration. But otherwise, it actually is pretty decent. I'll keep that in mind. With this one, well, while enchanted, actually, I just realized the Drew Cockham is as well enchanted. I'm not usually enchanted anymore, so it's not as valuable as it could be. Okay, nice 15 energy is quite a lot. It means better burst, but like lower sustained damage, kind of, is the best way of putting it. Yeah, that one's dead. Ooh. Okay, good. This is actually a path. I was like, words. This is actually an invisible wall area. Could be. Yeah, right up there. I swear, if I have to go all the way around this tar pit and be like, wow, I should have just kept walking. Map travels for fools. Yeah, these guys are apparently going to try attacking us, despite the fact that they're like way up there and we're down here. Well, Stefan might find the way up, based on what he's doing right now. I'm going to cast Backfire on him just to keep up the damage, even if he tries to heal himself. Oh, I didn't mean to waste it on that spell. I meant to hold it for heal area. My bad. But yeah, they're doing so hard to heal him right now. Orion is attacking the wrong one. Like, for some reason, like, the AI have been super good about healing the right target, and then suddenly they're really bad about it. It's like, come on, Butterkaroo. Ah, come on. Did Orion just... I will end your existence. Did you just change target on... Oh, let's just move. You are a fool. Orion, you are a useless fool. Let's just keep moving. Like, literally, I focus the target, he does focuses different. I focus the target he's focusing, he focuses another target. What a mental lightweight. No wonder you I almost had to kill you for being a traitor. Jeez, man. There we go. That one should die just as the damage piling up now. Ah. He kited Stefan just enough. No heal area. Get wrecked, mates. Now there's one left. You damn Healy boys. You deserve it. You deserve what comes to you. Plus 12% damage on this. It's not too bad. Excuse me. Nope. He died before he can heal himself, or I could use my interrupt spell on him. Are you ready to try and cast your heal area? It'd be a shame if I had my cry of frustration to interrupt you. It would be a true shame. Once again, the most direct route seemed not to be the most direct route. They're up there, and I can't get up there. Hopefully this is the way. I still think this is faster than walking the whole way. But it's a little bit more roundabout than I was expecting when I went this route. I have one ornate crystal. Maybe I will pick up that cane. It seemed like a not too bad of a cane to make use of. Yeah, that should allow me to just kill this Grawl while his healer's occupied. Occupado. Ah, I was too slow at casting my interrupt spell on that heal skill. Ah, damn the vacuum. Really inconvenient time for that vacuum to come on. I'm gonna wait a moment for my mana to regenerate before I attack. Let's attack these guys now. I'm gonna cast Backfire on the Ashwalker. Cast Clumsiness on the center of the 3 warriors to weaken the rest of them. And I should be able to finish off this one over here. Yeah, Backfire seems to have left the Ashwalker pretty weak. He did cast Life Siphon, which was keeping himself alive a little bit longer. But now it seems to not be as much of a problem. Here we go. Nice and easy. Looks like I got a message from somebody. Oh, the corpse of Little Thorn. Baradin's badge. This must be Little Thorn. Spoiler. That's not actually Little Thorn. That's just a random schmuck. The reason I know that is spoilers. Just keep that name in your mind. Little Thorn is dead? I don't think so. That weasel had a special talent for hiding from the danger. The badge you say you found on his body is only further proof it wasn't him. You see, he lost that badge gambling 2 nights before we crossed the wall. At any rate, I appreciate the trouble you went to in looking for him. You know, it pleases me to think he's still alive. Running around out there, causing trouble still, means I still have a chance to be the one to give him his comeuppance. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. There's this Pharaoh couple. She's what we call a tsundere. It's in the business call. Wow, this is actually a pretty nice weapon, actually. How much illusion magic? I could actually use this. That's actually pretty nice. Is there a weaponsmith over here or no? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a weapon guy over there. Alright, we'll tidy up a couple of our missions, of our remaining missions, and we will call an end to episode soon. Probably, hopefully within the next 6 minutes, we'll probably be done. We'll see how it pans out. So I do need to return the Vanguard equipment to Captain Arn. And then we go outside of the town to deliver the thingamabobber. Captain Arn is over here. Is that chest what I hope it is? Ah, yes, good. Looks like the supplies we ordered are all here. Thank you for attending to this matter. I do not doubt Gelson made it far more difficult than it needed to be. He's a greedy cur, that one. But he usually comes through in the end, and now is not the time to turn our backs on anyone who might help our cause. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We are pretty desperate. Oh no! Oh, I forgot to plug in my computer. Oh no! Hopefully the recording's good, because usually my computer's not plugged in. It's running on low mode, which means it doesn't run as efficiently. Thank goodness I noticed that, or else there'd be tragedy for the recording. I just happened to glance over and I saw it. I'm like, oh no! Alright, well, I'll check the recording. Well, this will have to be the recording it is, because, you know, I can't exactly go back and undo things. Unless I start all over from the beginning, I'm not going to do that. Alright, Wood-tailed Devourer. Die, you damn devourer, die! Alright. Melka Blanston. What's this? Paulus' holy symbol? Then that means he's gone. Paulus would often offer me some comfort after my husband went off to fight the Char. Now who will I turn to? The gods are cruel to steal everything that I love away from me. I want to thank you for delivering this to me, but please, just leave me to my grief. Sadness. Live vicariously. That's not too bad. Equip later. And also resurrection. Is that supposed to be resurrection signet? Or is that a different ability? Oh, this one. The one that I already the one that I actually bought. That was a waste of a few gold. Take. I didn't know I was gonna get that. Well, we're going to map travel over to the Great Northern, over to the Ruins of Surmia, where we should end this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have a good day, night, evening, wherever it may be. Even if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can even share the video to see if anybody else likes hearing me ramble on while I play Guild Wars 1. You know, just the nice stuff, you know. But either way, take care, everybody.